Did you see it there? Very good. We're gonna go ahead and start with today's webinar. Thank you again for joining us this activity that we are having every day at the same time, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And those are these are. Good. We're gonna go ahead and start with today's webinar. See what happened. We went live to the other audio and it came out, but that's just a minor detail. Very good. We're going to go ahead then and start. Thank you for joining us in today's webinar. Remember, we're having webinars Sunday morning, and we're having it also this week it has been Monday till Saturday. Next week is going to be just Monday till Friday. And in English version is every day at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And it's gonna be pretty much English. And then at 8:30, it's gonna be the same session, but in Spanish. We encourage you to participate every day. We have activities every day. And we're gonna be also doing the podcast globally. We're going to be inviting speakers. So if you want to do this, these 7 webinars are for free. And the intention again is just to bring our contribution, especially for entrepreneurs, anybody that want to, accelerate the career path, also for students, anybody that really want to grow a little bit. We are touching in 4 specific areas. One is operational excellence. The other is leadership and development. We have safety and we have entrepreneurship. We are leaving a number 5 area just for open webinars or sessions. Very good. With this in mind, we're gonna start. Let me share my screen so we can go ahead and start talking about. We're gonna be start talking about we're ready to rock and roll. So leading by example, how is that? Pretty much, let me bring this over here, this corner. Leading by example, how am I as a leader? If we try to understand how we are influencing others, how can I be a good leader? Who is a leader? You can have a good or a bad leader. So we, as entrepreneurs, we want to be good leaders. We want to influence others. And we're going to be touching bases on that just very soon. So leadership is the way we influence others towards a desired behavior and attitude. We definitely want the team approach. These days we are living, we really wanna bring everything, all the capabilities of each one, and we really wanna paddle in the same direction. We wanna be moving forward in the same direction. Remember, we exist because there are customers out there that they are interested in our product or our service. So everything has to be going in that direction. I always make the difference between an entrepreneur in nature and a businessman. A businessman could be an entrepreneur, but if your main goal is just to make money, I don't know. For me, you should not do it as an entrepreneur because we entrepreneurs, we really want to change the world. We want to accomplish big things. Money is important, it's good. That's the way we exchange goods and stuff and services, but it's not the main thing. I think when an individual just focuses in money, is willing just to cross the line. And believe me, that line is very, very thin. And you should not do that. It is good to live, look for a better way of living, but know that you just go and that's your focus. It should not be according to my expectation. So when we talk about leadership, we talk about authority versus power. Is you as business owner or a business manager, yes, you do have the power to change things, to fire people, to control people sometimes. And it doesn't matter you are in a public sector or private sector, or you are in a non-profit organization, or even at your house. So typically, the way we gotta see this is that yes, you have the power there, and definitely sometimes you have to exercise that level of way to accomplish what you're looking for. But we better use the authority because how do you get to be in front of people and you say, I have the authority to say this? Typically because you are living by example. So we always talk about that the organization that doesn't reach excellence, that organization more sooner than later is going to disappear. It's going to shut down. So you don't reach excellence. You don't get to that destination if you don't have a star team. But remember this, a star team is not the one that is put together with people with university degree, master, PhDs. Not necessarily. It's put together by with people that are willing to go the extra mile. Who will go the extra mile for you as a business owner or as a manager? Those individuals that has been treated by with dignity and respect by the business owners or the leaders of the organization, call it manager or supervisor or coordinators. But definitely, if you don't treat people with dignity and respect, they won't go the extra mile for you. They're gonna go just whatever you know is required, but no more. Sometimes they might even do less. So that's important, especially in the time that we're living right now, in the middle of the pandemic or even after pandemic. This situation that we're living worldwide has changed the way we live today, and it's going to mark how we're going to live now forward. So some businesses have shut down, others will shut down. New businesses are gonna just come up to the surface. Some organization will change the nature of the business. So we need to reinvent ourselves. We as a human being, normally we wanna be in our this area of comfort. We wanna be we don't want people to move our rag. We just want to be doing what we do every day, and please don't bother me. That's a natural as human being That's a natural, the natural way we conduct ourselves. So again, yes, you have the power there. The power is given because you are the business owner or you are a manager, so you have the power. But every time you exercise the power, that means in a way that you fail more probably as a leader, as a good leader, because you lost the authority. So keep that in mind because it's a no ending condition. Why? Because we all are different. You're dealing with people. And somebody just come one day, with a different attitude. So your role as a leader is just to inspire them, to motivate them, to adopt the behavior and attitude that better serve the organization and then consequently the customers. So one of the key elements is to get involved. It's so critical, it's so important just to be part of the activity. You cannot be an outsider. You cannot say, I'm the leader, I'm the manager, I'm the supervisor, but you don't show up. You need to be there. And you need to be there on time. You need to be there according to the situation. If your people are going to be working construction, please don't show up over there with suit and tie. It's leave for like a sour flavor in workers' mouth. It's like, yeah, we are over here waiting, sweating over here, and you are over there like so cute over there in your, air conditioning, nice car. I mean, better to go unless you have another activity. But if you're going over there, try to be, according to what the situation is. Of course, if you are working, as part of top executive and your surrounding thing is your staff, and you are going to a very important meeting, of course, you're going to dress, according to the code that demands. But the important thing over here is to get involved, be part of your team. That's the big difference between, a pack of animals, that's a group. A team, we all work together towards a common goal. And at the end, we do well if we add all the value that each one brings to the organization. And remember, we exist because there are customers up there that are willing to take our service or our product. So that's the reason why we exist. In the process, we can make money. We can become rich. Big deal. That's good. But it should not be the main reason why you exist as an organization. So here is an activity, I invite everybody to do stuff. So, hey, if I just sit over there and, hey, bring me a whiskey and this, people might just have a dog that not the best attitude. So that was over there, preparing one of the nice dish that we do in my country, in my other country, because this is my nation, the United States of America. But we're making a sancocho, right? So what's the right formula? What's the recipe for success when we talk about leading by example? We cannot give what we don't have. We cannot convince others of what we are not convinced of. So it is important that we believe in the type of business we are. Let's say that I'm not the owner, I'm the manager. So if I'm over there just a manager, but I don't buy, in the game, if I don't have a skin over there in the game, I might not be able to exceed the right disposition to really lead my team. So we can just say that treat others with dignity and respect. That's fundamental. That's key. If you invite people to be in a meeting 6:30 in the morning, please don't show up at 8. Don't show up at 8:30 after everybody got there. That would be cool. If you show over there at 7, make coffee for everybody. And when they are there, you greet them. So they are like, wow, the boss is here. and brought donuts and made coffee for us. So we have fresh coffee. That makes the big change. The impression you leave on your people is fantastic. Of course, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Don't not just go there and do that, and then you don't show with your body language that you are really enjoying what you're doing. You're serving others, as you see that even in the scripture, you want to be served, serve others first. So treat others with dignity and respect. When we go to school over here, that is one of the first key element for how to conduct ourselves at elementary school. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Second, listen to your team and remember there is a big difference on listening and hearing to people. I heard it, but if I didn't pay the attention, if I didn't just look at the individual eyes and really, make an effort to understand the individual, what are they coming from, that the message that you are sending is that what they are telling you is not important. Uh, that means that you are not respecting them. In a good, effective communication, it should be that feeling that you are really paying attention what the individual is telling you. So listen to them. Sometimes they talk to you through the body. They use body language. It should raise a flag in a good or a bad way. But you need to be aware. You need to be, really be concentrated on what's going on in your surrounding. Anything that relates to your team, because it will bring, in the good way, for a long time, and that's a way to become a good leader. Third, value your people. If you don't get to know them, you might not even get to know their skills. They might have very good strengths that you don't know because you just treat them the way you perceive them. If you hire somebody to sweep the floor and you are not aware that individual maybe is very good mechanic or a constructor, or is an individual that is a fantastic musician. So just make sure, just what you see is not necessarily what the other individual could bring to the table. Allow them to speak out. Allow them to come and tell you, hey, I really enjoy this. Nothing better, nothing better for an individual than do what they enjoy doing. And how cool when you do what you enjoy doing, and by the way, you make money. That's fantastic. I think those people that work on TV and they just spend all the time just telling jokes and they're laughing and stuff. That would be fantastic. Right? Laughing, making other laugh, and then you're making money. So it doesn't matter what it is, legally, of course, but enjoy what you do and show respect to your people by listening to them, but also valuing them. When you value them, is they do something, don't take it in the way, how significant or insignificant it can look to you. Maybe the individual is doing, the most that at the moment with the capability, the level of inspiration, and the tools that you have provided them with, they're capable of bringing that thing to the table, to your job, to your business. Respect the chain of command. This is crucial. If you have an organizational chart in your company, um, make sure you respect that. Typically, especially in a small business, you go to talk to a subordinate, and the subordinate goes and tells you, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it." "Oh, really? You're not gonna do it?" "No, I talked to Mr. Garcia. We agree what I'm gonna do." The supervisor that is there is say, immediately, what am I doing here? So it's so important. People will approach you, especially if you're a kind person. They're gonna come to you and say, Mr. Roger, Mr. Williams or Miss Cardenas or Jackson. Um, I really don't want, this, but I don't want to talk to Miguel about it because this and this and this. So you should coach them and say, go to the right channel. Maybe you're not approaching it the right way. Maybe you are not talking to Miguel in the right place. So try, do not approach him or her in this time. Trying to do it, after this. Trying to make sure you schedule an appointment. So in that way, the individual plans his or her. What about you just knock the door and say, I need to talk to you? And at that moment is about to start a meeting. So more likely it's gonna say, I'm sorry, but can we talk about that later? So just be more effective the way you approach, anybody within the organization. Respect somebody's time. So when you respect the chain of command, make sure you empower your people, your staff, your team, even if it's the person that cleans the floor, because I don't consider that necessarily just because somebody is cleaning the floor, that individual is not bringing value to the operation. It's bringing value because it's making sure, it's decent, it's pleasant, and it's not a place where somebody's going to get hurt. So it's bringing a very important value, and you need to recognize that. And that individual, is going to do even better. But you don't know what that individual also is capable of doing. Just because at that moment is cleaning the floor, it doesn't mean that that individual is not right now furnished with the skills, the knowledge that could bring something different, better to your organization. But maybe have the capability. You just need to give the opportunity, just to shape the career path for that individual. So that is key as well. The other one is get involved. We mentioned it before. When you get involved, that means get your hands dirty, roll your sleeve. Sometimes you don't even tell people to do anything. You just start doing it. And immediately people run to you. Say, oh, no, 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 no. Mr. Garcia, you don't need to do that. Hey, is that something wrong about doing this? No, but you are the owner. Well, even with more reason, I care about my organization like you. So let's, there are more, tools over there. Just grab another one and let's do it together, and then we finish faster. How is that? Okay, okay, we're gonna do it together. But again, you don't need to do it. I enjoy it and I love it and I value what you're doing. I value what you do, and I'm just doing it not because you did a terrible job. No, it's because you are busy in third floor, so I'm over here helping you out. Come on, how about that? So get your hands dirty. People love that. People love when they see the manager, the boss, the owner of the company really engaging in activities that they normally do, because it shows that you really care, and you are leading by example. You are showing them that task is important to the business, is bringing value, and at the end of the day, anything that we do in that regards, it goes towards the reason why we exist. We remember, don't forget this: we exist because there is a customer or customers up there that they need what we produce and we provide, and they are willing to, they can and they're willing to pay for that product or our service. If you don't delight your customers, more sooner than later you're gonna lose them. When you start losing customers, your operation start going down the hill. Especially today, anybody just grab a phone and just rate your business, rate yourself, and start talking about you. So it brings you a good way when you just get involved and you show them that that is good what they do, and you value that. So with this in mind, by leading by example, is I'm just telling you that it is time to go and inspire others. Nothing better. Sometimes people believe because you are paying somebody a lot of money, they are going to go the extra mile. And believe me, they don't. And for most people, you might be surprised, but for most people, it's not money what really made them rock, what inspired them. Remember, if you treat others with dignity and respect, that's going to be fundamental for them to go the extra mile. If they go the extra mile, you are going to be walking somehow a little bit towards excellence. And excellence is when you bring value to your customer. Remember why you exist. In time of pandemic, realistically, it changes. It changes the way we conduct business. So we need now to reinvent. Okay, with this, we're bringing this short session to conclusion. There are you have our Facebook, Instagram, and your YouTube, and you have our website www.abinstitute.com. Please join us to another sessions that are just to come. And hey, tell us what you think. If you like the subject, if you like the way we conduct the meeting, the activity, we're going to be interviewing, especially people in different segments, people from the society, the community. We're going to be going to schools. We're going to go to your business. We want to interview you, and we want to upload that interview in our YouTube channel, and then you can just tag other people and use it as an advertisement that you don't have to pay. For all these webinars, you don't have to pay anything. These are free and are both in English and in Spanish. And the same is going to happen with the other activities. Hey, we are here to help. We are bringing like this our contribution to the situation that we are facing right now worldwide. Thank you very much.